Welcome to the Bendendo Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Great to be here with you guys today. Caitlin Clark closing out the year on the New Heights podcast with Jason Kelsey and Travis Kelsey gives us some insight, some information on what the holdup could have been for Caitlin Clark's signature shoe to come out. She's talking about a specific new technology that they are implementing in the shoe, the first to be done in a basketball shoe. She also talked about some things that she's looking forward to as far as collaborations go. But before we get into that, I did get a Christmas present, and I want to share it with you all. This came in the mail, and this is the Caitlin Clark Stanley Cup, my first Stanley Cup. Pretty damn badass, I must admit. Has a little Caitlin Clark signature in there, hanging out. We got one to play, and then we got one to stay. Hey, who knows? This could be a collector's item one day. Hey, who knows? This could be a collector's item one day, and I don't want to be the one that said, damn, I had one, and I cracked it open, and I used it, and now it's just my collection. No, now we got one to play and one to stay. So I appreciate that Christmas present. Thank you so very much. You know who you are. Always supporting. Thank you very much. Moving along. Please like the video, comment, and subscribe. Let's get right into it. Caitlin Clark talking about the technology in her new shoe. She also mentions China and some things that they do over there, which adds credence to the technology that they will be putting into her shoe. Let's take a listen.
How much goes into the technology? I am curious about that, because that's one thing that I get frustrated a little bit with, like cleats, modern cleats. Sometimes I'm like, man, I wish these things grab better. I wish they had a different mold on the bottom of them. Like, were you super involved in that process as well?
Yeah, for sure. And like, obviously I'm pretty like picky about what I wear. Like I like a certain two Kobe models. So like I knew whatever I was going to put in my own shoe, it need to be like the equivalent of that technology or even better. And it's going to be even better. I'm not going to say exactly what it is, because I think it'll get people excited about it. And I think even like the Chinese market, like I was talking to some people at Nike, like over in China, like they'll cut open the inside of the Kobe's and like show people the technology that's on the inside of the shoe, because they're like, that means a lot to them. Like they want to know what they're getting out of the product.
Right.
Wow.
So I thought that was like really fascinating.
Cut that open? That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. So it better be made well, but it will be.
I was about to say.
I've seen some videos where they'll like cut them in half, and you can like look at like a complete cross section of the whole thing.
So there's like a couple Kobe's that they have only the technology in like the heel of your foot and not the forefoot of your foot. And I can like tell a huge difference when I play in those. Like it feels like I'm running on hardwood. So like I've really struggled to wear those. But for other people, they obviously love them. But for me, it's like, no, I need that technology everywhere. So that's honestly been a huge part of, the process and the creation of the shoe, is like it being comfortable and exactly kind of what I need. And the technology that we're going to put into it isn't anything that they've ever put into a basketball shoe before. So I'm really excited about that.
It's not something that they have ever put into a basketball shoe before. Very interested to see all the breakdowns when the shoe finally releases. I know there's going to be tons of basketball heads, tons of sneaker heads cutting that shoe in half, breaking down what's going on, what separates the Caitlin Clark technology from the Kobe technology. Could this just be all jargon? It could be. I'm not an expert here. I could be. I'm not an expert here. But we will find out very shortly, right? We will find out very soon when that shoe comes out what kind of improvements they've made in terms of, like she mentioned, the heel of the foot, the forefront of the foot, the front of the foot, the toe. Who knows? Traction-wise, who knows what kind of differences that Caitlin Clark shoe is going to have when it comes out. And that could speak to why the delay for the shoe to come out kind of was the delay. Doesn't necessarily mean I need to agree with it. But if they're busy testing new technologies when it comes to the shoe, when they're busy working on improvements on some of the stuff that's in the Kobe model to kind of better suit Caitlin Clark's foot, I would assume that's not an overnight process. Again, I am not an expert here. I would assume it takes some time. Does it take two years' time? Potentially. Potentially. I'm not an expert. I don't know. But you know what? If they are rolling out the Caitlin Clark shoe, not only is it going to be well received because there's tons of fans out there. There's tons of people out there that want Caitlin Clark's shoe. But if it's well received as a basketball shoe as well, then that's just a double-double. And then on top of that, you add in something new, well, then we're winning on all fronts. So very interesting information that Caitlin Clark divulged over there. Here we go.
That's insane. Let's get back to Nike though. I gotta ask some questions because I'm such a huge sneaker fan. You said that you're wearing the new kicks coming up this season.
Yeah.
I honestly, for everyone that doesn't know,
Wearing the new kicks coming out this season. So if there's a season, she's rocking them. And I'm sure other players in the league are going to be rocking them as well. So I'm looking forward to see that.
like the process that goes into like making the sneakers, like how long in advance has it been, or like when does it all start? Do they come to you with a shoe, a bunch of shoes? Do you kind of get to tweak them here and there? How is that process?
Yeah, I think it's honestly been like probably one of the coolest things I've got to do since honestly the process started at the end of my senior year when I was at Iowa, because I was deciding what shoe company I was going to go with. And I talked to Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour, and they all offered me a signature shoe, obviously some faster than others. And, you know, everybody knows Nike makes the best product. It just kind of takes a little bit longer. And so I grew up wanting to be a Nike athlete. Every kid does. Nike, yeah. Jordan, like that's the premier brand, and everybody knows that. You got the custom
Kobe's, yeah.
Oh yeah, the custom Kobe's are fine. I sent like Harry and some of your friends some. They're like, how do we get the? I was like, I got you. But no, I mean, it's probably been like a year and a half now of like figuring out what exactly I want. And I think probably the most challenging part of it is like you want it to be unique, but at the same time, like I have to be comfortable wearing it. So I think we kind of like you kind of take what you know you're comfortable.
So she's not to cut you off, Caitlin. My apologies. So I'm sure they've come to her with stuff, and she said, "No, I don't want it. Nope, not good enough. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Nope, make it better. Nope, almost there. Nope, you went backwards. Nope, we're close again. Nope, what are you guys doing?" So, to Caitlin's credit, she's not just taking the first prototype that they're giving her and saying, "This is our shoe we're rolling out." So there is a development process.
Comfortable in, like, obviously I play in a lot of Kobe's, but I don't, at the same time, I don't want it to be a Kobe. I want it to be something very unique to me and a little bit different. And I think for myself, like, you know, I kind of think about like what's kind of been important to me when I think about like shoes or sneakers. And I think like just the chaseability of them, and like you want a certain sneaker or like you want a certain colorway. So I think that's like going to be probably the most fun part. Like, okay, great. Like you have like the mold of the shoe and like what it is and the technology that's in it. But more so, I think I'm more excited about like making the certain colorways or collabing with certain brands or whatever it is. I know I definitely got a Chiefs colorway on the way, or PE or something. Maybe we can get Andy Reid to like coach in them at some point or something.
Are you kidding me?
Or we can turn them into a cleat, or we get something like that.
Oh,
but
listen, you're speaking to me now.
Jason, speak up. We want some Eagles. We want Eagles colorways, Jason. We want some Eagles colorways.
Picture with Cameron Brink rocking number 17.
I know.
Where'd the 1-7 come? Was that just a jersey that you get? I was about to say for these practices,
17's not the best number ever. I wouldn't have picked that. But so the players that like have been on the national team prior get to continue wearing their jersey, like that practice number jersey or their jersey, obviously until like they're done playing on the Olympic team or whatever happens for the next Olympics. And then all us newcomers, there's a lot of young people at that camp. We just get assigned a random number. I guess I got 17. Nobody asked me, but it was fine.
All right. So are you just stuck in 17 now in perpetuity though? Do you get to change it maybe in the future?
So if I eventually make the team, it's weird. Like, cause international basketball I think it's 4 through 15. Those are the only numbers. So you have a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Isn't that weird? Wow. Like you don't get to pick.
Real?
Yeah, well, at least for the United States. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So it's kind of cool because when I've played junior national teams in the past, we have like a bag tag, like a sticker on your backpack, and it says like all the players that have worn your jersey. So it'd be like,
so dope.
If you're number 6, it'd be like LeBron. I think he was number 6. Or like, and then you'd have the women's players and obviously all the men's players, which is really cool. You get to see who kind of has worn your jersey.
Damn. Famous number 17s. I just pulled it up real quick. We got Kevin De Bruyne from Man City, I believe. Man City. John Havlicek, Chris Mullin, baseball stars, Keith Hernandez, Dizzy Dean. I know De Bruyne. All right. Hey, all right. I guess she couldn't pick. It was assigned to her. All right, well, we're gonna give Caitlin Clark the worst number, 17. Here you go, 17. She probably looked at 17 like, damn. All right, I guess this number picked me. I didn't pick it. This number picked me. All right, fair enough. Fair enough. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. I officially got. I'm pretty pumped. I gotta be honest with you. I'm pumped. Finally, I got something. We're gonna get a rocket back there. We're gonna get a rocket back there. I don't know if it's gonna be in front of the Yankees mug. I don't know about that, but we're gonna try to work it in on that mug, little area we got going on back there. Appreciate the support. Like the video, comment, subscribe. See you next time, and as always, take it easy.